IG. Let's see if we get ourselves a bit of a closer one. I mean, this time around, Fog, well, what are you sort of appreciating as the big change-ups getting that might give them a bit of a better shot this time?
I think they've just got better lanes. They actually can play their lanes, looks like, across the board a bit better. And also, IG did, this time they flexed, but they flexed in the way that I don't really like too much, actually. Okay. Now it's the Marcy 3, and it's a Visage 4. Not really a huge fan of Visage 4. Personally, I think this hero usually just requires farm. You want to be able to tank up, the auras and blah, but maybe they have a different idea this game where they see that the Marcy, they're like, you know, it's a carry NP, so let's move the Marcy up in priority just to be able to counter that nature's prophet and stuff. Not sure. I think it's a better draft for Vici. I still prefer IGs, but let's see how it does. And area control and team fights is pretty easy on IG. Dropping the Wilcoms, dropping the Tombstone and stuff, very strong. But Vici, if they come out ahead in lanes, should be able to.
So do you like this Razor Lost pick?
I think it's along the same trajectory of what has. They're trying to think Dominator. They wanted to pick up a hero because playing so. A lot of heroes, if you see them into these dyings, you're just. And a dying Monkey King is like, ooh, you can't really pick like any melee versus. So
true.
In that aspect, I'm cool.
And the fact that you're going for this sort of offlane. Yeah, an offlaner that's not going to offer you any sort of patch. I feel that this Ember Spirit feel pretty happy this game. In terms of immediate setup on the Ember,
yes,
there's not a lot. It's kind of a hook shot, and other than that, they just got to hope it gets caught by a straight Lesh or Mirana stun.
They have to be very on point on the side of Vici to take out Emos. Yeah, this Ember, you know, we see the Monkey King. He's, you know, we're looking at Dust is the carry, but it could get to the point where this game is actually just a Marcy and an Ember Spirit pop and go. Yeah, limited catch for this Ember. Have to be perfect. They have hook shot, cog backwards, into arrow, into Lesh stun in a lot of situations. Until level 20 of Nature's Prophet, he gets. The lane though for Setsu should be better. Should be a much better matchup this time around compared to that DK Puck. See how it all goes. I'm gonna be looking at probably a top. I mean, actually both sides. Setsu should come out ahead. Yeah, the side lanes should be pretty strong for the side of each.
Because that's the thing, right? Because if this top lane, if you're not seeing you kind of be able to dominate, start off with getting the first blood with the two of them, so it's a good start. Then it's going to feel bad, right? If this Razor ends up getting zoned.
Yeah, they have to have successful. They have to have successful both side lanes. Mid should across the board, all three lanes. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what this Visage really apply as a support.
Sure. Well, what's the downside of having it?
You just don't get the auras, and you're very. You have to spend all your money on your pretty much on your your mangoes and your spam for your soul.
Sure.
So you don't get levels, you don't get auras, so you really play a better familiar. It's a completely different hero.
Yeah, and I guess when you look at IG's overall lineup, you would feel that they would have benefited maybe more from having an offlaner that was building these auras rather than an offlaner that's likely to build as kind of another carry.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking. Maybe this is going to really hurt them. Too much this time, maybe. Yeah, actually gets pulled into the tower. He might just be dead.
He's looking definitely.
He got
definitely dead.
So greedy. He went for a rage creep deny versus a Marcy. Under the tower. So he just got disposed in. That was very, very...
Doing that. You and PYW, they won't miss a chance when them as such.
I think he did. Not because he was on land, because of like. That being said, though, Marcy at the moment only has 2. 6 denies up on that profit on the moment. That is crazy, actually. Whoa, it's gonna be. Now PYW might just go down and Eric is fine. It is kind of a mess. Even though Yang did end up beating that kill.
Yeah, I mean, if Eric was able to get kills in return. We're very happy with that. Right. That is definitely one of the lower last hits in 3 minutes for an offline we've seen.
Dust, though, on the flip side, he's doing just fine. The Razor matchup. Sure, the Undying can die, but he tanked the brunt pressure. So he's actually 15 and 6 on this. Damn good when you're playing.
Yeah. Yeah, just QIQX. Yeah, and sort of just a wall between them.
Yeah, please.
Very, very slow start.
Not feed.
Yeah, sort of another look on such. I mean, definitely potential for ID to aggressive.
Mid actually, Emo. Thought the Lesh should have a playing very nicely around his flame guard. I think
Yeah, this is one of the pluses in this. The dodgeable abilities. Slight play will do well.
Ooh,
he gets it. Why?
I thought Emo had it. Okay, there we go. That should help since. The top though, since he left, so aggressive on the new.
And they'll have him, I think. Oh, maybe with the stick charges.
Close.
He's gonna live.
And now they can maybe even set up to kill the tombstone. IG.
Should be able to deny it, or they careful about how they deny range.
Yeah, they got it.
Deny.
And you couldn't
Spare to future loss.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So still free farm for Dust, despite that miskill. Bottom lane, go for Erica. Yang is able to hold the bat with the cog. Soul Assumption's still there, but it's not enough to take Erica down, and Erica's able to turn. Two of them. They'll finish off PYW.
Plus the Fairy Fire coming into play. And on top, they get perhaps too aggressive on IG, trying to really go for this Razor.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Look at a courier. Fine Setsu's there.
Oh. Did it have the item on it?
No, he hadn't had the money yet. He was just holding it there to get the booster for our games.
Oh god, that could be a pretty devastating kill. Now with these side lane deaths though, since Emo did get his rune taken away from the... He'll fill up his bottle. Yeah, a good start for Erica. A good start for the Lesh this early tempo.
Not for you.
Infinitely better, of course. Man. He really got, he for this.
He's got stick charges. He's got another dive in his fight.
For it. He's all in.
I mean, Flame Guard's going to come to an end.
Oh.
He hasn't got the mana.
Maybe too all in.
Needed to get a slight off. Didn't have enough mana to play that aggressive.
Can Yang find him?
I think they've got a chance of killing him.
Oh, yeah.
They certainly have. He's run out of ways. The stun will miss, but it won't matter.
Fall season
He'll die for that.
over.
It's around the power. That was a very emo
Independence to the other.
He really felt like he had him.
It was close.
It was.
Close.
That is so typical. Right? Like, doing great in the lane, pretty much even neck and neck with the Lesh, it just blissfully dives to the tier 2. But it's... Why? D-Ward.
So you feel that this is very much a result of Vici getting to and being more sort of minded about how the lanes were going to look.
Yeah, I mean, they drafted very much so, especially with this Razor pick, right? Really just all about being able to very top. Sure, Dust is still farming, but the Razor, right? And yeah, I think the switch up, I mean, this kind of wasn't really Vici's plan, but actually playing into their hand a little bit with making the Vici the full.
Yeah, you're not a fan.
Not really.
It's not really doing anything for you so far.
No, Rapid Nature, come through.
They got him.
They got him.
Trying to help him out here, Emo. So yeah, won't be able to keep them off the Visage. YW goes down.
Putting pressure onto this tower here. Immediately when the Nature's Prophet hit 6, they look...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Got the Midas queued up. Yeah, set up for success in this. Lead and hitting towers. Feels like a bottle refiller. You're on 3. 3 times now he's gone to the...
Can never offer up much at all at this point in time as the hero.
I mean, it has to be because we wanted the core. Denied.
For the hunt.
I just don't, never see it. Item dependent. With the movement though, they're really persisting. They want this tower. That does
4 heroes here.
It's for Zhang Yu. Need to catch up in the off. tower likely to fall. They're actually going to bring the Mars over.
John QX, it works on this. Got the backup, we'll be able to get the tombstone, they got him with the remnants. There's the cap onto Yam. And in now, they're going to take down the clock. They're putting a stop to this push from Vici.
Is under attack.
Right? In trouble, has 1-2 leaps. Hit. Got the next leap. Just replenished.
Keep the tower alive, Ben.
You are too
Very, very low. A lot of damage done there by that push from Vici Gaming. What build Emo wants to go for? Saving up the money right now. He's considering anything a bit different.
If you score,
A bots rush or something.
That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah. If it, I think he might. There's a lot of kind of map pressure, you know, profit, all the movements, the supports of Vici. Could feel the benefit of having the bots early to respond to those sort of plays.
I don't think I've seen a boots of travel on it. First time in ages.
No. I mean, he might not. He might just buy like phase or corrosion to spend the money up, but at the moment, he's considering his options.
Middle tower has been denied.
He also has the 3 points in Flame Guard, so he doesn't have the slump spam just yet. So
I mean, the temptation is always there. If you play an Ember and you find yourself with like 7.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and maybe they're thinking, you know what, guys? We've lost the early game. We're probably going to have pressure on the map from us, and like you're saying, to match it, but also just the overall read of the game. Right? They have Dust, he's queuing up Battle Fury. They have a Marcy in the offlane who's carry also. So maybe they're just looking, we need to scale in later stages, and we kind of just have to sack this early.
Dire's structures are
maybe we'll go for the true Ember build.
Radiant structures
please,
are fortified.
I knew you were going to say it, actually, for some reason.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Vici dictating pace.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Very early aggression this time too. They're putting deep aggressive wards. It's a completely different team.
I want him to do some. The money's building up. What's he gonna do? There's some treants in the game. Battle Fury is always appealing, Emo.
Dire's
He's gonna do something crazy. Let's go. He's gonna buy something crazy.
Blink Dagger.
As long as he's not a blade map. Do not like these Embers that blade map. Not bother that. What's Radiance or Battle Fury? We're happy.
God, I can't believe
and it's just a mouse.
It's just a mouse.
Boring. Disappointment.
I mean, honestly, thank God. Thank you, Mo. As the relic. If he will. Alright, we're going next. He hasn't committed the gold.
Nah, he's gonna buy that. Sure.
You know. But yep, IG gonna need quite some time to recover. They do have the availability, so we see Dust, the normal Monkey King build. 1-4-2, so he's got Primal Spring to farm, finished up Battle Fury, Emo, Flame Guard to farm, and they've got their team fight. Once they've got like the Wukongs and the two, that is a little bit better, but I think their lineup is just.
Oh! He gets the stun, and he's going to be able to walk in and grab the DD, Setsu.
Then.
Is he going to try and get QIQX with that DD Rune? A bit of a punch, he certainly can. Rune gets the kill.
Tombstone. I can't tell.
That's what Emo's got money from Mouse, but he's not buying it.
That's what I was saying.
He's TV, he's just a pick.
And they get the Tombstone. Setsu gets a Tombstone, and he gets stacked, plus it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This game a bit. Keep game. Oh, Yang.
Away.
Oh, okay. That's going to be okay. He wants to go for this. He'll get away with it. There's no one else here with Yang, which is Yang on his own.
Fails to see.
Top the kill.
I was checking the Nature's Prophet. How many? Missed the refill. How dare you, QIQX? I think he teeped out of the fountain or something. Look, he's missing some mana. They've gone for what, like, it feels like 6 or 7 bottle refills. Big ancient stack will.
Let's see, because it's a greedy lineup here from IG. So I think it's expected that it's going to have this sort of start, right? Emo wants to farm with his Maelstrom, Monkey King wants to farm with his Battle Fury. You got Marcy off lane. Marcy wants to get this armlet, BKB, all these very carry-esque items.
Yeah.
Takes time from IG. So, honestly, at the end of the day, the fact that they're only down 3K at this point, I don't think IG's going to be feeling too bad about the state of this game.
No, not too. And also, like, playing, look, Vici's draft, they don't really... insane pace. Yes, they have, like, the treants and stuff, but they don't have, like, the Undying, the end-all, be-all, best road taker in the game.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. So here with the options provided to us by a partner is Io. The start that Vici's got is going to be a bit for IG. In the river, Emo does get caught. White him up. So they managed to catch this Ember a few times. He's been as slippery as maybe expected. A couple of deaths now on Emo.
They got the perfect. Well, he kind of killed.
One of them was that died. That's true.
But this one they did it perfect. The hook shot, cock back, arrow. Nicely done. I like the itemization. I think that's perfect from FY. They have this little. It's a small lead, but you want to be able to build off of that and play around it. So going for straight back.
Vanish.
Okay.
Your place is here.
Trying to get to this triangle. Dust is out there. Found Jiang. Arrow's going to connect onto QYQX, but Emo, he wants to keep chasing for the kill onto the clock. Get it. Yang goes down. They can try and move into the jungle for more. Emo leading the way. They want to see if they can find Setsu, but he has an invis rune. A bit too cool for Emo to get his hands on his own front.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I saw the arrow. It actually on my screen hit him, but then it appeared on top of
Radiant structures are fortified.
Now they get themselves a little bit of a push going.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Giving the vision though.
Dire are scanned.
The arrow.
This is
Radiant's middle tower
to do about this sort of push when IG group up as heavily as they do there. Never take the tier 1 mid.
Never refuse gold.
So I feel honestly, if that lead comes more than 3K, I think game is going to feel good about the slowdown. Sure, Erica's going to continue to farm very nicely with this Midas build, but I think IG's 3 cores will start catching up.
Absolutely. Dust already has Battle Fury. I mean, he's pretty much completely caught up. Ember is... Emo's gone for just straight, like, very greedy type of style build. No phase, no corrupt. Boots, Maelstrom straight into BKB, so they will have... I mean, they can actually hit this, like, perfect synergy of triple BKB timing on IG. It could be problematic, perhaps, for Vici.
Vici, they've got to keep it up. At this stage, the game sets is super strong with this quick bloodstone timing. Erica's farmed as well.
Yep.
Has the potential to TP in. Yeah, they have to make sure that at least not all 3 cores of IG are getting away with getting freaks.
Yeah, they play around this time. He can back
is under attack.
Find a good grab. The last 5 seconds of this. They know how good they're playing on the side of IG, and they'll punish it. And now potentially can take top. Yep, playing fast.
Under attack.
Accelerating. See good. They're able to set that pace.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Keep the catapult alive top.
Dire's structures are
for POW as well, we see the drums. You can still imagine it, even as the support message, you go for further auras. I mean, is that what we're going to get next from POW than just the like a Vlad's or what was it?
Go to the bearing race back. Even as Forbis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Start this, and everybody get in on the backline. Yang's caught under the tower, and he has to put the BKB. Erica in the midst of the Wukong's command. I mean, it's looks like these that really just exaggerate the fact that Vici Gaming, they're not as ahead as the numbers show. They're really not. Fights like this, and suddenly that little bit of a lead is lost. As I say, I think IG is really the team feeling more comfortable in this spot, even though they're behind.
It's quickly going to start turning. I think 1 or 2 more of those mistakes in Vici. And they really went to 2-2. It's 60 HP. It's a tough call to make when you're playing like Vici and you're like, guys, like the tower's like 1 or 2 hits and having to back away. IG, a very well-mounted defense. And honestly, gorgeous Wukongs.
QI walks up, offers his life.
You make a fine crater.
What even blew up F1? I didn't see any projection.
I think it was just the jump of the Marcy.
Okay.
Just him with the unleash.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Flurry of punches, and he was gone.
I don't even think he didn't even get mech off or anything, right? I didn't get to even see because I was like,
no, I'm pretty sure he definitely didn't.
I don't think he did, which is a big deal.
Perfect.
Might have been on cooldown, maybe.
Didn't get to see.
The fine PYW.
Your medal.
Still very much at the moment, at least for IG, the hero that's can't really do much to save himself if they get on top of him.
And if you look at it, take a look at it's 11 kills, but look at the support deaths. 8 deaths on the support side of IG. So
3 cores of IG. They're having a decent time. They're having a pretty good time. They're catching up. Most good as BKB, so now he really shouldn't die. It's very, very difficult. It's got to be that clean got into arrow combo. Anything else is just not going to cut it.
And he's about to BKB. Well, he's a component away from BKB. And Marcy is about to have BKB. So as we said, the triple BKB timing, it's gonna. And they do have strong. They probably have the advantageous team by Tombstone Punks if it's set in the position. And we're seeing the Vici PYW in pipe. So it's one of the auras. Just being able, now he's just countering the Rapid Nature and the Leshrac and the.
I could have hit Roshan with my.
Very, very nice up tab stuff. It's going to take him a bit of time. Sure. And Vici, yeah, they're still going to play to their early strengths and head clear. Walk this Roshan before IG's able to catch wind of it going down.
It's a bit of a sneaky. Their lineup, as we were saying, it didn't really do it at that super fast pace or anything. Well, Kang's build, I mean, the Vanguard clockwork, he actually can tank. Very, very.
Very much needed for Vici Gaming. Whether that they want to be able to play this game out. Of course, we have to see what they're able to get done with this. Still a potential tier 2 to take in the mid lane. The bottom lane still tier 1. And the map objectives for Vici Gaming to group up and go for.
Can't overextend, and they have to play very careful with Erica in particular. Very fragile on this stage. Has the luxury of having the Aegis, but if they get on top of him, which they have different ways of doing it with the Marcy and the Monkey King and the Ember, for it. Three.
Super strong right now. Despite having the slower start of this game.
They could look to fight here. Especially, I think they got vision a little bit. So they saw Yang setting up in the area. Get hit, they kill you.
I'm all. Vici, they can't split back up on the map during this Aegis time. Do you expect to see them be a bit more aggressive with this?
Not really. I think it's hard for them now after that failed tower push top. I think Setsu though,
getting the bigger catch.
Oh boy, that's the biggest catch they can find on the map.
Is under attack.
They did pop a BKB though.
At least it was just the one. But holding on to the BKBs.
Yep. Kill.
I don't know. I feel it feels kind of bad for Vici Gaming getting Setsu caught like that during this time where they have the. I mean, if you're saying they can't do anything now, when are they going to do something? Is there some sort of item that they're closing in on?
I mean, it's the BKBs on the double cores. They just have to switch the build. I'm glad. I saw Erica had Gleipnir queued up. I think it's way too greedy. I think you have to play with your advantage. If you're building into Gleipnir on Nature's Prophet versus this draft, you're playing into their hand.
Radiant's bottom
so I let Erica change item build, goes for BKB. I think Fear the other day was talking about something very similar when he saw this type of like tempo kind of lineup that wants to be dictating pace, and he saw the Nature's Prophet throwing super greedy, and they end up losing the game because of it.
Gonna try and get in onto. He's got the BKB. Battler's tried to take down Yan. He used him with the static link. From the Wukong's command. There's no way he's living for this amount of damage. All this damage has been taken. This time round, Vici, they're able to get in and get the big kill. They take out the carry.
Now they can maybe go. I really like that Erica, which talking about. I think it's very important. They run their timings, play fast pace. Don't let IG sit back and farm.
Absolutely not. Yeah, they've got to.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I should be able to do. They killed the Monkey
Dire's
King.
bottom tower
Actually, Erica could bring the wave round. So I'll take the tier 1 tower.
And now they have triple BKB timing themselves.
Dire's
triple BKB plus a halberd on Razor. Now they probably can look to keep putting that pressure on. They'll have about 2 minutes on the Aegis. I was worried because he was going Gleipnir. I'm like, I don't know when he can fight if he does. Yeah, triple BKBs. Now they look to compete at the map. They'll have to be a little careful because they're very strong team fight, so I have to be careful how they set up around these towers.
I'm just going to try and see if they can push Vici out of the triangle. The Aegis and the BKB. The Aegis very quickly. He's quite for the senior had to win for the BKB to try and head over and stand ground with him. They're going to go for the BKB TPs. Bail out of this fight. Will manage to do so with success. Setsu also able to retreat.
3 defensive BKBs. Yeah, on spot. Here they went for the rush to the tower there. Full build from Yang. You saw the guard before. He's got cruising. I'm glad he's gone for the
again. It's 3 calls, right?
Yeah, happy about it. About early game is it that advantage. You don't want to handle the later stage for the greed. Crimson, BKBs. I like it.
The Rune of Illusion.
Cool down, they're looking for.
Yes. That's an illusion.
Traps. Me.
Thanks.
So I think Vici probably pretty happy with that. That was their downtime during BKBs. They've got 10 seconds left until they're going to back up. So I think, oh no, that was pretty good from Yang.
And do you like the build from Neo this game? BKB Halberd?
Yep. Great. I love it versus Marcy. Halberd is one of the best items in the game. I think their itemization is very, very on point. They can keep their time advantage.
Well, as good, you know, Halberd as good as it is, isn't it kind of going to kind of feel bad when he disassembles it to build Butterfly?
I hope he doesn't do that.
Because he's got it queued up, right? But it would kind of feel bad, right, to lose the Halberd, take away that disarm potential.
Checking what the Lesh has. Okay, it's because Lesh has the Shiva's queue. Because I was thinking one of them wants to buy Shiva's guard on either the. Let's see what Neo does.
Bounty.
Halberd has way too much effect. And even he does buy the Blink Dagger.
He's gone for his Blink again. What is his actual win rate with the Blinks on these spirits? I feel like he does normally do it in the games where they're already kind of a little bit behind. This game, I don't feel they are as much.
I think what the idea behind this one is he wants to push where he can fight. This isn't like a, I'm going to be fighting with my Blink. I'm going to super... That's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
I don't know, Emo's crazy.
He's pretty much the only mid player, right, that builds the Blink on these Spirit Heroes.
Yeah.
Nobody else is doing
Ember
it. Nobody else.
I feel like Ember, for me, more acceptable than the Storms.
Well, yeah, sure, okay.
The Storm one is so optimistic. His Blink purchase is like, all right, guys, I'm getting Arc. 10 minutes, don't worry. And he has bought the second talisman. Okay, so he's not going to disassemble.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, I mean,
well, it's all right. I mean, would there have been any other items other than the Butterfly that you feel have been more expected in your Flame Razor?
I mean, because they have the AC already coming on.
Okay. I guess, yeah, really favouring the evasion.
Sure.
I mean, they're really focused on sort of like obviously the right-click physical from these cause of IG, right, with this Crimson Cloth and with Halberd, and then on top of that Butterfly Razor.
I'm still not crazy about it. I'll be honest. It also just feels horrible. Oh, yeah, that is crazy.
They're going to see him here stepping up into the sentry ward.
It's tanky, though.
He's going to be able to get out with a hook shot.
Emo.
They want to try and keep chasing. But a good rebound on the two of them. Why just get completely demolished there by the Unleash from Zhang Yu. Turn towards Neo. Put the PK in the static link. We'll see Zhang Yu back off. The fact that he's starting to lose that right-click damage won't try to push on. Buyback that comes up from FY. He just said. You're seeing sort of the greed of when you go for something like this Marcy offlane and push going for these carry items, it pays off. Because at this point, Marcy just could delete heroes.
Yeah, and now you can't BKB TP out anymore. The Basher's unlocked. So the Marcy, in a lot of these situations, will probably just be able to stick on these here. Vici, if they commit for a fight, they have to hard commit. AC is finished, so I mean, they're still getting good times. I'm still pretty happy with the way that they've itemized here. But IG, they're getting away with the grief that feels. Monkey King now has Shivas, and it's a county Shivas.
They go over the Sensu. Sensu pots the BKB.
The Shivas.
Where's the bash?
No.
I think he only got a couple of chances at a bash there from Zhang Yu. 2 punches, neither of them did it.
Emo.
Nice and deep shot from Yang. Almost a little too far away to Vici to connect upon him. Vici can stand Yang here in this Wukong's command. And Neo's well in the Wukong's as well. Neo's going to go down. IG only losing the Undying here. Maybe. Okay. And the PYW. So the support's getting cleaned up. But the cores, they're out of there. Oh, Erica.
Vici.
Going to be able to live here, Zhang Yu.
Sick.
That was close. I mean, Erica was nearly able to cut him off.
That was really
But the cores get out.
Get out. And we're seeing the IG, it's starting to hit. Basher Marcy, it didn't really come into play there, but the big one really is the Scotty on the Dust, which is triple ranged cores. This Scotty's amazing. Triple ranged cores and a lag track with Bloodstone. You couldn't ask for like a better item on
impurities.
Is he going to go for the MKB next?
He sure is.
Still wants to do that against Neo and all that evasion.
I can't believe Neo actually walked in, because he ran into the fight a little bit there without BKB and walks into Wukong.
I think he's just maybe overrating the evasion. Now, he feels that he's invincible, but you know, they're still going to be able to hit him. Yep. And evasion doesn't stack too crazily, right? It's not additive, it's multiple.
Flare.
32% evasion at the moment. That's still not bad. That's a third of the attacks missing.
But yeah, look at Neo. I mean, he got pulled back in, right? Okay, it was the dispose. Fair enough.
That's good move as well. Emo kind of gets round from the side and gets him with the chains. Locks them in a bit longer. Erica took a lot of damage, though, as this Prophet. Of course, able to turn and stand the ground. And towards the end, they're nearly able to get Zhang Yu as well on the escape. It would have been pretty big if he was able to find that kill.
Yeah. If IG ever wins like one fight, though, I feel like they're just going to go so far ahead in this. She has to be very careful with how they pick and choose battles in these next few moments, especially. I think it's done. Flash.
Boom! There it goes.
Sheepas plus AC, they are strong when they're group, but at the same time too, IG is very when they're group too. PYW did have a very tough time on the Visage in the phase, but now he's starting to actually get that transition going. He has his boots in the bearing, he has the pipe. Lost Stone has been picking up, and he is much more physical. He's got all physical too. And for the familiar damage and the familiar corruption this. I thought as support, he definitely would have gone great.
Do about this Roshan.
See if the Nature's Prophet now also with the Sprout Leash is going to have back on.
Watch at the Roshan.
If they get a Roshan, that is going to be so problematic for Vici.
They are going to get it. Yang's not rocketing fair in the pit again. It doesn't expect this sort of smoke play. It's an easy road for IG.
It dies so quick too. Yeah, as you said, the Undying, they pop the Unleash just in case. That's a big deal.
The rune of haste.
They did have to pop some, like the smaller ultimate. They popped the Unleash, they popped the Flash Golem. I want to back up. Unleash the levels are starting to so level 18. And you know, Marcy 18. I'll kill almost anybody if she's sick. Dust also hit 20, so we have more boundless strikes inside the fights. And I believe we got right.
Trying to catch that F1. There to remove the chains, a couple of leaps. They can use this like to re-engage. Gaming thinking about going into try. Yang's gonna try. In onto the PYW. TP's over as well. The Wukong's command is letting down. They're fighting at the Wukongs. They've got to try and get out of this. Erica will go for the BK for the TP. There's nothing to stop him. He will actually manage to escape. A very risky way for Vici to try and force a fight. And it will cost them Neo's life.
Oh, what have they done? They go for the Visage. As we said, you know, BYW, he's not this squishy Visage anymore. That was...
Well, hold up. Razor's changing the build as well. He's got Talisman into Basher queued. I think I think he feels like what was he
know
do?
it's a bit, I mean, I didn't butterfly either, right? It's, I don't know.
I think he's maybe regretting starting to go into that butterfly because I think so. Halberd and then butterfly on top of it, you just don't see that. Right?
So I was thinking he just goes for frag and goes for like a double BKB run in.
Middle tower is under attack.
IG, their patience, it's paid off. Vici,
it was always this was going to happen in the game, as we said earlier. Vici, they may have had the strong lane, the solid start, but the greed for IG was always going to pay off. In reality, Vici never got more than that kind of 3 to 4k gold lead ahead of IG. They just didn't get far enough, but now the game, it's short, it's 16 to 16 is even, but it very much is in RG's favor. This is a tough 100%. Game for Vici right now.
Yeah. Nature's, I mean, you saw with Erica, what happens to him inside these fights. TP's in and has to just maybe TP out almost immediately.
Sure, yeah.
And he's lucky that the Marcy wasn't there to get a bash on him. This monkey just continues to grow. I mean, perfect itemization. It was kind of an obvious one, of course, the Scotty, but this Scotty is pretty game-breaking.
The prize is mine.
Yeah, the regret has shown itself. He sells the talisman.
No way.
Yeah, he sold it. So a little bit of lost efficiency there. I think he just kind of lost his way with the build game.
Shadows take us.
Boom,
That's
there it goes.
Panic really good. I like the itemization overall. I like the Halberd, the BKB. I like Greaves.
It's great stuff. Halberd, BKB, let's go. And then it kind of just went a bit downhill for Neo.
Yeah, and a couple. I mean, 1 or 2 mistakes in team fights, they compound massively when you're playing with this type of greedy lineup that IG's gone for. The itemization that IG's gone for. They do compound. Top mistake, that hook shot mistake.
Is a great conductor.
And also, like you said, 16 to 16. Again, keep looking at the kills. Undying with 7 deaths. Visage with 5. 12 of the 16 are these two. I guess on the flip side, Yang has 10.
Yeah, Yang is also tanking as the support on Vici.
But at the same time, IG, they've gone for just greed itemization where...
Oh, there we go. Good IQX.
And it's off.
KB's done for dust.
Comforting rune of
18.
regeneration.
Radiant's bottom tower is
With a
under
mind breaker.
attack.
Get the dream. It's leashed. Right.
I want to try and start something at Vici by the looks of it, but IG, they're more than happy to fight. Now it's down on the boat for them. Yang will get healed up. They won't save and jump. Rebound. They're in on top of Yu. Gonna put the BKB, try and get out of the whip of Samar, but the bash is from Zhang Yu. It's going to need it. Take him down. Erica's getting surrounded by IG. He'll try and stand his ground, but the stun catching him for the boundless. Zenzu now to be focused. They're coming in with the buyback.
Sister shines upon my lead.
2 cores taken out just like that. Very much the state of the game starting to show its head in the numbers.
Middle tower is
Oh
under
no,
attack.
are they gonna get PYW?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
The
attack.
dodge.
No way.
No, there's no.
No way.
Oh no. There you go. Support Visage. He's coming in big now. He's escape.
Level.
Dodge the stun. TP out.
Radiant's bottom tower
Can't get up
is
with
under
that pipe.
attack.
Did it perfect. Double stunned. The Nature's Prophet on the T engages beautifully. Now he's not even a support though.
No, he's
This is
stepping
a
up,
core.
Indeed, taken over Nia this game.
Oh my goodness.
Such expansive buybacks there, Neo and Erica. Not a lot to be shown for it either. Eva's got done on Emo, so something else that's really going to cause issues for Vici's heroes.
Very disciplined game from
Tetsu,
no BKB.
Anything to be done. It's just dead. And Alpha will have buyback in 40 gold time.
IG has absolute. Maybe
Vici just. It almost just feels like they just didn't know what to do with their lead. They had a lead. I guess he just never was enough of a lead. Erica wanted a farmer at his profit. But without a doubt, it's very much the difference. Vici's lineup this time,
Radiant's
last game's
bottom
kind of
tower is under attack.
the lane domination, and they had a very kind of clear plan afterwards. This game,
Radiant's bottom
I think
tower
maybe
has
Vici, they kind of were like, well, we've got to sort out the lanes, but then kind of thinking beyond that, the plan was not as clear.
Yeah, it's just like the small mistakes with their lineup really hurt that much more. they don't have a natural like DK front line to push Fringe Court. So it's Yang, who's actually the tankiest hero, as this 5 position kind of in a way. And he's been a little reckless with some of these hook shots, causing some pretty unfortunate fights for them. He is, even though she has less net worth than the she can stand 1-1 with them. And Emo, a bit of his greed build has absolutely paid off. Just going travel Maelstrom kind of build.
Super hard to kill.
About
deceptive
no
rune of invisibility.
I'll bring it up after the game, like toward the end. But Neo, what timing was his BKB and his Halberd?
BKB Halberd was fantastic.
What, like 20 minutes?
Fantastic.
He's gotten
timing.
0 progression in 18 minutes.
Players here.
Okay, got to start with thing. Yeah, we're left behind.
Do not fear death.
There's some frustrations there in the face of Yang.
Now at this point, where do they go? How do they take a fight? They can split up the map, but can't really split versus IG when there's explosive travels. Lost them. Why? As the gem feels safe to walk around, playing the jungle. Yeah, immediately Evo. Toward the top lane when he sees that split push, has a remnant down just in case of anything. Checking trigger.
Just gearing up to go for the final tier 2 top.
Yep. So strong and over.
To the impurities.
Kongs around this zone. I don't know how Vici fights. Vici has to like get a pick off and then reset and somehow take some of these. 25 on one. Enormous.
Boom! There it goes.
You see them here with this vision. Can't be very upset too. Yang gets first with the stun. Get them time to back up with the cause.
Yang again, at least, but they will have to back up all the way. Base trapped. 30 seconds. He has to buy back to rocket it. Has to be ship check that area.
After them.
Even if they would see a Roshan there, I don't know how Vici fight around the pit there.
Absolutely.
They have to try.
On tree.
For PYW. He's gonna back up. Just ready now, but they made the jump over towards Sensu. Sensu's out.
It was a bait.
And now they can look for Eric. Corner the Wukong's command. He's getting bashed through the beak. Trying to stand his ground and heal up. But he cannot survive through this. Eric is out for nearly 2 minutes. IG, he'll chase up more. BKB's up. Max is there. Sensu, he's put the back for this. He's trying to heal up with the Bloodstone. He's still surviving the rebounds in there from Zhang Yu. Amo gets in. It's a dive up on him. They'll get on top of here and they'll tap out. GG is called. IG will take this game too. That series is there. 2-0 against VG game.
Greed is good, say. IG, I mean, a very well played game.